Shalom, my hotel. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm a very proud contributor right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people just like you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our broadcast. We're so pleased that you have joined us today. Family, we have a very important conversation to have. It is directly related to the new world and the new power that the Black grassroots, somebody talk Black to me, is forging. We are forging a new revolutionary world and reality where we will have Black self-determination, Black power, Black empowerment without the meddling of the oppressive class. And this kingdom this kingdom shall have no end. Somebody talk Black to me. I had to switch back to my old device. We're trying to work out the kinks with the other one, so I'm able to see your comments. So we're working that out. I'm so excited, family, that you're tuning in today. We have a little bit of housekeeping as you come in. Please come in giving us a thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share. We ask that you do that because it makes it more likely that other folk will know about this broadcast. Big shout out to the VHOP in the digital building. Big shout out to those of you returning and to our new beloved tribe. We're so pleased that you have found us. So make sure that you aggressively thumbs up, share, share, share. The message that I give is a worthy one. So I have no shame whatsoever in requesting your presence here today. Love you to pieces, family. I want to let the sisters know off the top, this Saturday, May 8th, mark your calendars. This Saturday, May 8th, back by popular demand, I'm doing part 3 of The Secret Money in Your Womb. Part 3, The Secret Money in Your Womb. It's part 3 because the other 2 webinars, 2-hour intensive webinars about the secrets of how Black women, in particular, how women manifest through our wombs, was so successful that I'm doing part 3. And guess what the emphasis is going to be this time? Money talks. The link is in the chat. There are 2 ways that you can attend. If you join my weekly mastermind at clubvicki.com for $1, you get in free. All you have to do is register at clubvicki.com, club VICKI for $1. And sis, you get in free this Saturday at 2 o'clock. If you don't want to join my weekly mastermind, by the way, after the first month, the fee is totally reasonable. But if you don't want to join the weekly mastermind, number one, what's wrong with you? But if you don't, no problem. Just go straight to flynubianmastermind.com, and that will provide you with the link to attend just a 2-hour webinar this Saturday. Do not come alone. Bring your mother, bring your sorors, bring your Sunday school teacher, bring your sisters, bring every female that you can think of. It's such an amazing, also Mother's Day gift. It's the day before Mother's Day. And what better gift to give than the gift of knowledge of your divine feminine powers? Rhode Island said they are already screaming for me. Well, that's interesting, Rhode Island, because we're getting ready to talk about somebody with a name that almost sound like Rose. Somebody talk Black to me. We're getting ready to get into it. So sisters, don't delay. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Clubvicki.com. Join my weekly mastermind for $1. Get in free. Or go straight to flynubianmastermind.com. Flynubianmastermind.com. And you can get the link directly there. Okay? It's totally reasonable. Okay, family? The moderators will be putting that in the chat. Thank you all for your compliments. By the way, I'm wearing a long, beautiful white dress that one of the VHOPs sent me sometime back. So can I just say that? You all take such good care of me. I'm absolutely amazed. And I want to say thank you so much. So this is due to a beautiful VHOP member that sent me this. Okay, now that we're done with our initial commercials, let's get ready to get right on into our story today as you continue to give us the thumbs up, as you continue to like and share. I want to show you what I posted on Instagram today and my social media platforms. By the way, you can follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. I hope y'all ready. And again, thank you so much for your patience while I tried to work out my tech issues. We're still trying to work on the kinks of our other device. So be patient with us because I can't wait to use it again. Watch this. This is what I posted on my Instagram page. And again, you can follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Can you all see that? That's Roland Martin with the mask on. Now, I have to say that Roland with the mask on, with all due respect, is one of the most appropriate pictures and one of the least offensive pictures of him that I could find. Now, this photo came straight from video footage that I want to share with you here in just a bit, but I need to set up the story first, okay? So I just want you all to know that I do have another picture of him that might be offensive. If you have babies, don't say I didn't give you the heads up. Talk black to me. It's optic terrorism. So that's Roland there on the ground in North Carolina. Okay, he's there conducting a press conference along with several other media outlets, right? And these are protesters. I can't wait for us to get into it here in just a moment. But notice the question I'm asking here. I posed the question, was Roland Martin run out of North Carolina by Andrew Brown protesters? Now, I first and foremost want to start the show, of course, without question, giving much respect to the deceased. Okay? Our conversation here is bigger. It's not about our dear brother, Andrew Brown Jr., and we don't want that to be misconstrued. So we want to show deep respect for the family, the blood family, the relatives of Andrew Brown Jr. By the way, they just recently conducted his funeral. I believe it was yesterday, actually. And I'm reading this piece now that says, family of Andrew Brown Jr. remembers his life and calls for justice in his death at his funeral. Of course, it talks about our brother Andrew Brown and members. It says that folks were gathered there in Elizabeth City, North Carolina on Monday. Of course, that was yesterday, to remember his life. He was 42-year-old, a father of 7. That doesn't say that here, but I'm just letting you all know that based on original reports, he's a father of 7 that was unjustly gunned down. He was murdered. He was executed. I gave you all some of the details on it because I did a show on it some days ago where I expressed to you that he was shot with his hands on the wheel, right? He was shot with his hands on the wheel. And it appears that it was at least, 4 shots on it to his arm. And based on reports, they were trying to say he was fleeing. Well, based on the body cam and based on information, limited body cam information. Remember, the officials reneged on the family really seeing all of the footage, or at least a decent amount of the footage. They only showed a couple of the family members, if I'm correct. I think it was only maybe a couple of them that were able to see 20 seconds of the footage. I didn't say 20 minutes. I said 20 seconds. 20 seconds of the footage. And then they did not allow their families to have attorneys with them. Literally 20 seconds. So the reports that we're getting came from his loved ones that were taking notes, handwritten notes, while they watched that 20-second clip. Now, my understanding is there are other videos that are out there, including footage from the city near his home that they haven't released. As some of you all know, the judge in the case was asked not to release the video, and the judge granted the request for the video not to be released. Excuse me, as of yet. So it's causing quite a bit of frustration. Other reports say that Mr. Andrew Brown actually had cameras in his home. Apparently he was renting, but he had cameras installed. So the owner of the home, the landlord that he was renting from, said that investigators were on the scene and took either the camera or the video from his own camera system. So there's clearly, in many of our minds, there's clearly no question, and this is based obviously also on some of the attorneys and other officials that are on the ground. This appears to be, without question, a cover-up. I said this appears to be, without question, a cover-up, Because family, the whole purpose of law enforcement wearing body cams is not so that the footage that might embarrass them won't come out and they have time to get their lives together, or as you have been hearing some of the reports say, oh, well, we don't want to bring this out right now because this may compromise the investigation. No, it is what it is. When you're done with your investigation, we're still going to get ready to see the footage. The whole purpose of you guys saying that these race soldiers, these killer terrorists, let's call them what they are, these race soldiers, the whole purpose of these race soldiers, the whole purpose of these killer terrorists are wearing body cams is for transparency. Now, the sad part is some of us feel relieved, or we some kind of way feel empowered when there's a video. But family, we ought to be believing Black people when they tell us that shady stuff is going on without video footage. How many of you all know law enforcement lies? We know too often the courts, prosecutors, and the whole system is guilty, and they all tend, in many cases, to participate in the cover-up. So let's stop playing. Even if there's not a video footage, we need to be clear. The word of our people should be enough. Just like the word of George Floyd telling you over and over again that he couldn't breathe should have been enough. Talk Black to me. So I wanted to start the show by first showing respect for our brother Andrew Brown that was gunned down. By the way, let me tell you this last part again for those of you that may not know. When they said he was fleeing, when he was initially shot, by the way, the family got an independent autopsy. So this is how we know this information is accurate. His hands was on the wheel, y'all, when he was shot by the police. They shot him, my understanding, in the arm or arms 4 times. He only began to flee, not to skirt responsibility, but to stop them from killing him. And how many of you all know that the final part of the autopsy showed that he was executed, that a bullet went through the back of his head? So he saw they kept popping him. So that's how he had the wherewithal to back up to try to get out of there to save his own life. So they shot our brother down, yes, in cold murder. So you guys need to understand and understand this. I don't care what they were there for. We don't give a doggone if they were there to execute a warrant or not. And as was mentioned earlier, we're all, every litigant, even the show enough killer race soldiers and terrorists, every defendant is supposed to be given the presumption of innocence. So we need to be going around saying the innocent man, Andrew, our brother Andrew, yes, Brown, was gunned down and murdered. He is due the presumption of innocence. He's dead and he cannot speak for himself. Somebody talk Black to me. But we know the long history of the paddy wagon, white supremacists, slave catching, police, race soldier, terrorists, white supremacist pigs. Talk Black to me. So let's stop giving them the presumption of truth. See, some of you all like to give them the presumption of truth, and you be sitting up here trying to reason in your mind, wow, they was there to execute a warrant. Whoa, and he was fleeing from the scene. No, baby. No, and some no, and some no. Black family, we always give the presumption of guilt and the presumption of lies to the liar. Now that I've said that, I just wanted to show respect for our brother, give you the background on who we're talking about, right? And right now, we've seen attorney, the one that's on, well, certainly Attorney Crump was there. Bakari Sellers, that's the name. Bakari Sellers is an attorney who is a contributor on CNN. You don't usually see him really in his attorney role, but he's somehow involved in this as well as other attorneys in this case in North Carolina. So they have been doing press conferences, and Bakari Sellers, a Black contributor on CNN, he's an attorney. My understanding is I believe that's his home state too, North Carolina. So he's involved in the case. He was talking about how one of the officials who refused to allow him to see the footage cussed him out and said, that you're not going to effing bully me. So one of the officials said to Bakari Sellers, who's one of the attorneys on the case, that you're not going to effing bully me. And so a lot of the civil rights kind of attorneys that's involved in this case have been decrying the disrespect that they said that they've experienced from the mostly and clearly white officials in North Carolina who refuse to not only turn over information, they've not been forthcoming, they've not been transparent, and so it's been deemed by them as a cover-up. I believe that there's no question based on information and belief, those things that we know so far, the information that we've heard, testimony that we've heard. The son is one of the ones who witnessed his father's murder. He gave his account of what he saw in that 20 seconds. He says that his father was fleeing to save his own life. And so did the sister whose name escapes me now, who also gave a detailed report, and she took notes of what she saw. And so I believe them. So let's get ready to get into it. So mad respect to our brother Andrew Brown. We are Black media, so we give you insight, we give you information, we highlight the white supremacist race soldier. We remind you that we are at war, Black family, and we have not yet won the war. So you're going to keep hearing about uncomfortable stuff because we're still at war. Talk black to me, family. I'm going to say that again. I was sharing on Twitter the other day, and while I'm saying this, family, I need you to aggressively give us a thumbs up. I need you to share while I'm sharing this information with you. I'm setting the story up, and I want you to get ready to watch something here, okay? On the count of 3, for those of you that haven't hit that thumbs up button, would you? Hit that thumbs up button and share on the count of 3. At the bottom of your screen, there's a share button. You can copy the share button, and you can paste the link of the share button on one of your social media platforms. Can you do that? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Thank you so very much for giving us a thumbs up, like, and share. Thumbs up, like, and share. Let everybody know our Black Primetime Daily show is on. The Vicki show is on. Live, Flying Nubian Queen. The network for melanated people just like you. It's an honor and it's a privilege to see you today. Now, all right, family, I'm so glad we've got that. We're doing that while I'm preparing information to share with you here in just a second. Okay, excellent. Now, you all know that I showed you this. This is what we're getting ready to talk about, right? Roland Martin run out of North Carolina by Andrew Brown protesters. As I prepare to let you see some of this, and I'm going to give credit to the on-the-ground Black media outlet who's responsible for capturing that footage. Somebody talk black to me. Shout out also to the Beehive who tweeted me the footage. Now, the reason why I love the fact that you guys did that is because this is raw news. This is raw footage. This didn't come from no CNN and ABC. You feel what I'm saying? And someone sent me the information, and I want to say to you, thank you. You didn't just send me something that just says, oh, so-and-so is going through something, Vicki. Can you talk about it on the show? Family, there's got to be sources where I can actually verify with relative ease and accuracy before I can just share something, number one, to the public. So the fact that you all had this footage and the fact that I was able to cross-reference it elsewhere is such a big deal. I'm mostly a one-woman show. I thank God for my beautiful assistant that helps me medically, as well as help me set up to reach the world, that helps me with all kinds of things. Name it. You know, I don't even do a lot of times my own cooking and shopping and stuff. Somebody talk black to me. I need that necessary assistance because of my condition. So a lot of the stories that maybe some of your bigger outlets may be able to cover, it's not possible for me to do a lot of that. Do you all understand? So I only work ashore. I have to be careful with my health not to trigger stuff. So I need y'all to understand that I love you so much. The stories I'm covering are things that I think are hitting on principles that are overall and broad principles. And so understand that, but don't diminish your voice using your Twitter, using your TikTok, using your Facebook, using your YouTube, using your Instagram, and so forth. I love you all so much. Shout out to our brother, great Black Shark in the digital bit. And I love you back too, brother. So I need you all to understand it's not about me ignoring you. It's about the capacity with which at this time and the medical situation I'm in to actually be able to invest the time to do those kinds of things. You understand? I like to show you this very clear footage because I want you all to see the difference you can make when you're on the ground. When you're listening to the stories that I'm giving you, that should be an action call. That should be a call to action for you. Even if I don't specifically say this is the call to action. When you're consuming information, we're giving you insight information with the hopes that this will change the way in which you move. This will increase your capacity, your consciousness, your knowledge, and you need to see how you can incorporate that knowledge into your own life. When people listen to me, there's information that you should get from me, even if it's a simple nugget, that you guys ought to run circles around me on, implementing it in your life. I'm going to say that again. When you get insight into something that I'm saying, you should take that insight and run circles around me. I'm effective when you get signs and wonders and results and you take positive pro-Black action in your life. Do you understand? Now that I've done that, and I'm preparing to read you, I'm going to read the Copyright Act because I want to show you this really quick. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute. Now, y'all see what I'm talking about? This is this girl. This is Suri. Suri is all up in my iPhone right now. That's what I'm talking about. Suri is a Karen. I'm sitting here reading the Copyright Act disclaimer, and Siri is up here all in my business. Talk black to me. See, Siri was a natural invention by white people, probably, to be all up in your business. That ain't no breakthrough stuff. That's just a Karen, a digital Karen. God today. Don't not even be talking about her. They be watching you and listening to you. Funny looking self. I'm reading the copyright disclaimer. And she all up in this black business. Mind your own white business, Siri. Now let me start off. Play too much. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit education or personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. She better go sit up funny looking self down. Not even, did nobody summon you? You trying to get all up in our conversation because you know this conversation getting ready to be hot. And y'all know that Roland is a unique tool for white supremacy and you just trying to distract. Play too much, girl. Oh. That was that little sound y'all heard. Okay, Vicki, let's get to it. So I gave you the background of our brother. Y'all so crazy. I gave y'all the background of our brother Andrew Brown, which many of you already heard about. This execution, this open lynching where he was shot in the back of the head. And I believe a total of 5 times he was shot in the back of the head, once the fatal blow, and the other 4 times in his arms, right? Which is why he was trying to leave to save his life because his hands was on the wheel. So there was no reason for them to shoot him, but they kept saying pop, 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 pop. So he was trying to save his own life. He knew he was going to die, clearly. So there were press conferences, but these press conferences, as I mentioned before, involved the usual suspects of the Ben Crumps of the world. Do you all understand? He was obviously invited by someone within this brother's family. And we can understand why some family members would reach out to Ben Crump because it's his dominant face that we keep seeing, you know, getting settlements for families and survivors of the dead. If this is the only face you see on CNN and MSNBC, and if you're unfamiliar with the Black grassroots, and you are getting your information from Lomina Joy Reid and the Reverend Al Sharpton, then I can see why you might be confused. Now, moderator, my moderator, she know who she is. Please let me know, sis, if this is buffering and if you can hear me okay. Somebody's saying it's sound issues and buffering. I need y'all to confirm for me whether or not it's true. Y'all know I like to shut that down before I get started, and I don't like to assume that everybody's lying to me. So my mom, she knows how to let me know for sure if, in fact, you can hear me well, and she's going to let me know if she can see me. Okay, she said I'm good. Okay, so whoever said that, clear your device first. And if you don't clear your device and you're still talking like that, we may have to consider you to be a troll. Now, it just might be your Wi-Fi, baby. Okay, everybody else said keep going. I'm keeping going. Thank y'all. Thank you, beloved angel. Now, let's move on. So, watch this. Watch this. So, I read the Copyright Act. So, I was given this footage. Again, shout out to you all. One of the VI messaged me and gave me this footage. Y'all know me. She didn't just say this happens. She knew to send me proof, verifiable proof. Okay? So they sent me verifiable proof. I was able to do my research, and I want y'all to take a peek at some of this. My God, today. My God, today. Let me cue this right now. While you all keep giving us a thumbs up, liking, and sharing. By the way, throughout the broadcast, our beautiful moderators, as highlighted in blue, will be putting important links in the chat. Please make sure that you take note of some of the information they're giving you. Take a screenshot with your phone, or even when we're live, you can use your device and rewind to get the information that you may have previously missed. A lot of times they repeat the information anyway. Big shout out to our moderators. We so appreciate them keeping order for us and providing you important information. Okay, family, I'm putting it together right now. Now watch this. This footage, y'all, is from the Black grassroots. This footage is from you guys.
Investigation whatsoever. The FBI is leading investigations.
Okay, now first of all, let's give credit to where credit is due. The VHIve member, one of our supporters who sent me this link, because they know I needed evidence. I had some information from them, but I said, look, you got to send me the link. You got to send me. And they did exactly that. So shout out to who appears to be, okay, where's the name? I just had it here. Okay, here it is, Status Coup. I had never heard, honestly, of this individual. And by me playing some of the video audio, I'm not saying that I know this individual. I don't know anything about this network, and it does not mean that I agree or am pushing anything specifically related to them, because I know very little information about them. What I am pushing and what I am appreciating is this specific footage that does not have any commentary on it, not, or very little, I should say, and it's on the ground footage. So shout out to this media outlet, the Black grassroots outlet that provided this information. Now, it started with the press conference, and let me get you to the relevant part here. I'm going to make it make sense. This is an hour and 46 minutes long, so you know I'm only going to highlight 3 or 4 important parts, okay? Let's start by this press conference, and then we're going to move forward, okay? Thank you for your patience. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Share, share, share. Here we go.
The video. So painstakingly, we have to keep putting the pieces of the puzzle together. Attorney Wayne Kendall. Thank you, Ben. My name is Wayne Kendall. I want to first thank the Brown family for giving me the opportunity to be here, to be a part of the legal team representing them in this investigation and the legal part of representing them if necessary in court. We commissioned a private individual autopsy report, postmortem report, because we don't have access to anything that's official.
Now, I just wanted you all to see that, because I wanted you to see who were some of the folk on the front line conducting this press conference, okay? Out of North Carolina. Now listen, I'm fixing to skip it. I want you to hear something else. Let me give you the description here. It says, independent autopsy shows that Andrew Brown was murdered from a kill shot to the back of the head. Lawyers say, I told you guys that already. A freelance video journalist John Farina reports from a press conference in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. This is where this footage is said to be from. Elizabeth City, North Carolina. Where my North Carolina people at? Somebody say shout out for the South. Y'all know I'm born and raised in Mississippi, so I have a heart for my people down south. Shout out to North Carolina, South Carolina too, but shout out where my Carolinas at. Y'all shout out North Carolina. I'm going to tell you why this is uniquely prophetic, that this is coming from the South. Y'all ain't ready for this revolution. Somebody say there's a new revolution on the horizon. That's right, it's Tactical Tuesday. Okay, Yvonne said North Carolina. GA, North Carolina. What? DJ? Ari? Y'all say shout out to North Carolina. Somebody say, look at North Carolina in the digital building. Y'all better stop playing with the Vicki show. Y'all look at all these, y'all gonna make me cry. Look at all these North Carolina folk in here. Okay, North Carolina, I'm talking to y'all. North Carolina is on the map. Somebody say, all rise. We bow to North Carolina today. Baby, North Carolina is finna tell them what's going on. North Carolina is representing the black grassroots, y'all. Now watch this. Now, Vicki, you getting excited. Vicki, calm down. The people don't even know where you're going. Okay, let me get back. Y'all threw me off. Look at all these. Oh, my God. Look at all these North Carolina people. Oh, my gosh. Welcome. Okay, Vicki, let's go. Now you all see who are some of the faces that's conducting this, right? Now I want you to listen to this. Hopefully I'm cueing this to the right place. Watch this. Listen closely. I think this is one part I want you to see before we get to the Dundada.
Pass on Bakari Sellers goes.
Okay, now he's passing the mic to Bakari Sellers, the attorney on CNN, right? Listen closely to what Bakari Sellers is saying. Look at North Carolina. Y'all play too much. Y'all not finna get me emotional. All rise.
You know, one of the things that I wanted to mention today is that we have the privilege of, my brothers, this is a message for everyone watching. Hey, you don't have to like us. That's fine, but please have respect for the family. So what we're trying to say is you don't have to care for Ben or Bakari or Harry. You don't have to be Democrat or Republican. You don't.
Okay, let's stop right there. Honey, North Carolina ain't even feeling y'all. Bakari Sellers had to put out a disclaimer and say, y'all don't have to like me, Attorney Crump. North Carolina, first of all, is delegitimizing, oh my God, those whose faces that we see on TV that purport to be speaking for us. Now, I'm not trying to dog out Bakari Sellers. I'm really not, y'all. And I'm not trying to dog out Attorney Ben Crump. I'm just trying to tell them that the people ain't feeling y'all right now. The people are not feeling your strategy right now. The people weren't happy, Attorney Crump, when they saw you giggling real hard the other day when what's his name? The president, Jim Crow Joe Biden. God today, forgettable. When Jim Crow Joe Biden told you that he was gonna put you on Air Force One to come to the White House, and we saw you captured on camera giggling, talking about, Mr. President, we gonna hold you to that. See, the people not feeling you, Attorney Crump, because when Miss Samaria Rice, the mother of our slain brother, Tamir Rice, little child, Tamir Rice, who was murdered for having a toy gun in the park, she told us that she actually hired you. She worked with you. In addition to some other things, she said you told her that they're not going to pay an angry black woman. See, these are not things that folks like to hear, sir. Attorney Crump, I'm not disrespecting you. I appreciate any good work that you legitimately have done, but the people not feeling you. They say, okay, he's winning all kinds of financial settlements, and that's fine. But when don't nobody see the masculinity rise up in you to demand the death penalty, when nobody sees you demanding that these white supremacist race soldiers have the book thrown at them, when people don't see a pattern of that turning into convictions, even though we know you say you're a civil attorney, people start to get suspicious. So y'all pay attention that even Bakari Sellers, the attorney, had to try to calm down the North Carolinians. Where my North Carolina people at? Y'all was not even feeling them. Keep listening.
To be white or black to realize that what this family has not gotten is justice. We have an execution here in Elizabeth City. We have an execution here in Elizabeth City, and what I want people to understand while we have this execution is we demand justice from the sheriff's department. We demand.
Okay, people, they good. Ain't nobody studying that. I'm moving it up now, y'all. Hold your seats, family. Thumbs up, share, share, share. We getting to it. I'm pointing out important things, family.
With the oversight and the security of the city, the protesters, the family, and this community. The Justice Department needs to come in and oversee this right now. Amen. Say no more. Show the video. Show the video. Say no more. Show the video. Say no more. Show the video. Say no more. Roland Martin, open for questions.
Y'all pay attention. So here you find the regular suspects leading the charge to allegedly get justice, but all of the white officials are shutting them out and they can't even watch the video, let alone get justice, right? Thumbs up, family. I see y'all coming on in. Y'all play too much. Baby, this is the Primetime Live Vicki show. Come on, somebody. On FlyNewbieQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people like you. Come on in, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up. My name is Vicki Dillard. I'm typically here weekdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, right here on FlyNewbieQueenTV.com. Y'all, I'm getting to it. I'm showing you footage. Now I want y'all to watch this, watch this, watch this. Notice that the first one they give a question to is Roland Martin. Y'all listen. Listen to Roland, okay? Roland is so excited. And if you ask me, it's probably Roland and Attorney Crump that probably designed this whole thing and told him, look, man, I know you're not getting your way. I know these networks not giving you no money. You're not getting the play you deserve. So because everybody is interested in the story of our brother Andrew Brown now, we're going to let you get the question. That's fine for legitimate black media, even though he ain't legit. We're going to get into that here in a minute. So he pitches the question to Roland. He pitches the first question after the press conference to Roland. So listen to a little bit of that, and then we're going to move forward to the most important thing. Thumbs up, family. Share, 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 share. By the way, if you're not subscribed to Fly Nubian Queen, please hit that subscribe button. Subscribe right now. By the way, family, I also want you all to know, for those of you that don't know, sisters, this Saturday, May 8th, I'm conducting the third part of my wildly popular series, The Secret Money in Your Womb, Part 3. I'm going to be talking about money talks. You all must understand that women manifest differently from men, and I'm going to be revealing more of the secrets that we as women uniquely have. Money talks. We're going to talk about what that is, and I can assure you that I'm going to drop gems that's going to be beneficial to your life. Join today. If you join my weekly mastermind at clubvicky.com for $1, you get in free. The link is in the chat. Or if you don't want to join my weekly mastermind, number one, what's wrong with you? Because it's $1 for the first month, and it's real cheap after that too for the content I'm giving you. But if you don't, I understand. The second way you can join is go to flynubianmastermind.com. Bring every woman with you. This could be the ultimate Mother's Day gift because it's going to be this Saturday, and it's going to reveal secrets of the woman, okay? Now let me get back to the video. Thumbs up, thumbs up. The links are in the chat. Listen.
Days since this shooting, have you ever seen a situation where an official autopsy has not been released by the medical examiner, no comment from the district attorney, and no public comment used this yesterday from the sheriff and the county attorney?
Repeat the question, sir. I want to hear it. Go ahead.
Have you ever seen a situation where 6 days after the shooting, no release of the actual autopsy from the medical examiner? That's first.
We have not gotten any preliminary autopsy or anything from the medical examiner at this point.
Just to confirm, have y'all been in contact with the DA? Has the DA said anything to the attorneys or the family about the investigation?
The question was, Roland asked if the team had any contact with the district attorney. I spoke with the district attorney, I believe it was on Thursday. Chantel, was it Thursday? Spoke with the district attorney on Thursday. Myself with some community leaders.
Okay, that's enough information. Now that you see who's doing the press conference, now that you see who they pitched the first question to, the people see what's going on, right? Not just in that moment of the press conference, but the people have been paying attention to what's been going on lately. Now, before I get to this next part concerning Roland Martin, let me address this for some of you all today. Let me say this. Let me cue this to this part right now. First of all, Roland Martin is someone that's done nothing but show disdain and disrespect for us. The Black grassroots, the moment we got politically involved, is the moment that Roland Martin became very threatened and very disrespectful. You must understand that Roland Martin became very disrespectful and very threatened because white people were concerned that there is an alternative media such as ourselves that you, the people, starting to give ear to. God today. So Roland, in an attempt to be a very good bone and biscuit and to please his white masters, Roland showing allegiance first and foremost to the Democratic Party, was disgusted that somehow you, the public, would bypass, God today, that you all would bypass somebody like him who was known for being on CNN and other white networks. He thought it to be unthinkable. Roland was sitting there somewhere saying, how dare you all for listening to somebody like a Vicki Dillard who has a gavel, who has a laptop, who's reaching maybe not the millions that he has access to, but a sizable and an important number of people. And there's a new consciousness that's starting to infiltrate. And who is this woman anyway? What sorority is she a part of? What HBCU did she graduate from? What process did she go through to be anointed and to be crowned that folks should listen to her? So you start to hear even black folk. You start to hear black folk disrespect us on social media. They start saying stuff like social media is so toxic, as if Fox News isn't. As if CNN and MSNBC aren't toxic media outlets. My point is, yes, there's toxicity in social media, but there is equal and greater toxicity in your mainstream networks who've always ignored the black voice, who's always given us the proverbial middle finger, and who's always disrespected us. Now, before I get ready to show you this piece of mind-blowing footage of how our North Carolina black grassroots handle Roland, I'm finna show it to you. I first and foremost need my mass choir to get in place. Some of y'all that's new don't know about this. Just sit down and relax. Just sit in the pews for those of you that's not familiar with this. But I'm going to need my mass choir. And I want my North Carolinians. Those of y'all, it's a bunch of y'all from North Carolina that's in here. North Carolina, I need my bass. Who sing bass in North Carolina? Y'all, we got to let the audience know how we do this. Who sings tenor? Okay, where my altos at? I'm going to get me a sip of supplement. Where my sopranos at? See, I got to set this video footage up because, see, y'all don't know how we do it on the Vicki Show. Y'all, we got to show them. We got to let folks know what's really going on. Roland Martin, you know, I'm not getting ready to play his intro because we don't want no problems. Because y'all know the Vicki Show, we follow the rules. We don't need no copyright problems, family. We can sing some of this mess a cappella. Okay, I see the sopranos. I see the alto. Now, everybody else that's in Wyoming, Mississippi, Tennessee, Florida, New York, California, talk black to me. The rest of y'all, everybody else, Colorado, everybody else, y'all can start to fill in. But I want on the front row, everybody from North Carolina. Let's get ready to go. So y'all know when Roland's opening show, and maybe some of you don't know because dead media is falling off. But Roland has an intro for his show to where he's doing his best to exhibit masculinity. And it's kind of offensive watching him because you can tell he's trying to conjure up masculinity and that it's not really real, but he's trying. Who's trying? Who's trying, Vicki? Did you say Roland is trying? Yes, Roland. This is a legitimate picture, family. I didn't doctor it. I didn't mess with it. Roland is the gift. that keeps on giving. This is a recent photo that I had the displeasure of capturing. Talk black to me. That's a real picture. Real photo of Roland. Nothing is doctored. I didn't mess with nothing. This is Roland. This is your Uncle Roro right here. This unidentified rolling object, this URO. Because some of y'all don't know the history. Some of y'all don't know where this came from. You're not sure you're not sure about where this came from. I know the history of this. I need my mass choir to stay in place now. The history of this right here. This unidentified rolling object. The history of this right here started about 50-some years ago when this little white child was in the park by a lake. Some of y'all don't know this story. Yeah, I don't know why y'all laughing at me. A little 3-year-old white boy was by the lake at a park with his family. And when he was playing, as he was playing near a lake, he saw this big round, brown, mushy thing. And it was just sitting off on the side by the river, by the lake. And the little white boy, he ran away from his mom to go play by the lake, and the boy's mama was looking for him everywhere, and she was calling the little boy. Johnny, 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 where are you, Johnny? The mama started to freak out. The little white mama started to freak out, so she went to look for him. She started looking around, and she noticed he was over here by a lake, mashing and punching this brown, mushy thing. Big old, round, slimy, gushy thing. This is the history of the URO. Somebody say hashtag URO. Y'all play too much. Thumbs up, thumbs up. So the white boy's mommy said, Johnny, you scared me. I was looking for you all over the place. Where have you been? He said, Mommy, I found this big, round, mushy thing. Can we keep it? This is the history of the URO. So mama said, the white boy mama said, honey, I don't know. I don't know. What would we feed it? Y'all play too much. The mama said, as big as this thing is, it's got to eat. But what will we feed it? The only thing we could have, the only pet food we have is dog food. I'm not sure if that's going to work for this big round brown thing. But Mommy, can we keep it? I'll take care of it. And so she said, okay, we'll try it for a few weeks. She says, what are you going to call it? He says, it's round, Mommy, and it's brown. I know. Let's call him Roro because it's rotund and it's round. That's where your Uncle Roro, that's the story. That's the history. So the little boy rolled and bounced it into the car. The reason it's a white boy is because it's white supremacy that groomed him. The round brown thing. It evolved and became known in modern times as Uncle Roro. Do you understand? That's the history of the URO, with all due respect. So now that history is clear, we need to get our choir together. So as this Uncle Roro turned into a media thing, he got his own show after being let go or fired or not wanted from several networks. And so in the beginning of the show, Roland show, come on, where my alto, sopranos, and tenors at? Y'all ready? Thumbs up, family. Give us a thumbs up, share. I see y'all in here today. Watch this. So Roland show starts something like, he's got it. Whatever it is, he's on it. I can't never remember the next words. Whatever it is, he's got the fine and got the something. And then it's right on time. It's rolling. Watch this. Come on, y'all ready? It's Uncle Roro, y'all. Where are my sopranos? I can hear the sopranos. It's Uncle Roro, y'all. Yeah, yeah. And then Roland in the video, in the beginning of the intro, Roland trying to walk out hard on the pavement. And you can tell his producer told him, Roland, conjure up that masculinity. I know it's uncomfortable, but act like you a man right here real hard. So Roland started walking real tough down the street. He started looking to the left. He started looking to the right, and that song started hitting. It's Uncle Roro, y'all. You can't tell him nothing. So that's who we're dealing with today. Just had to give you the history. Now, this is the Uncle Roro that's disrespected the black media. The Uncle Roro that's been so ugly to us, that's misrepresented us. And I'm going to give you some more evidence of that in a minute after I show you this video. He's done a lot of sneaky, underhanded things behind the scenes. Watch this, y'all. For white people and for the Democratic Party. Y'all know I only bring receipts. Talk black to me today. I see y'all in here heavy today. Y'all play too much. Thumbs up, thumbs up. My name is Vicki, Dillard, and I'm proud that you've tuned in. I'm here weekdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you subscribe to Follow Nubian Queen. Share, share, share. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, family at Vicki X Dillard. And don't forget, beloved family, that you can connect with us at our store at shopfnq.com. That's another store where you can get Mother's Day gift. We have black articles there, items and products and apparel. That's shopfnq.com. But the ultimate gift this time would be for you to sign up for my 2-hour mastermind for women only called The Secret Money in Your Womb, Part 3, Money Talks. Join my weekly mastermind at clubvicki.com for $1. Get in free. Clubvicki.com. Club VICKI. Get in free for get in for only $1 rather. You can get access to the 2-hour event this Saturday free. If you don't want to join the weekly mastermind, no problem. Go straight to flynubianmastermind.com. That's flynubianmastermind.com. Watch this. Watch this video. Here we go. Now, you heard how I set up the other video, right? Okay, here we go. Watch this part. So Roland is out there calling himself engaging with the regular public, right? Regular old black people down south. Y'all know how black folks down south, we got a history of being very polite and kind, even when we're mistreated, right? But somebody say it's a new day. Somebody say it's a new day. Somebody say the Southern uprising. Y'all ain't ready for that today. Y'all don't know what a marked paradigm shift this is. As one of my brothers said on my Instagram page, a paradigm shift is happening. Baby, when the South started to rise up, when the dirty South started to rise up, y'all in trouble. So Roland, after the press conference and stuff, shout out again to this brother who captured this video from Status Quo. Watch this. Watch this.
Excuse me. Can I get a few questions?
Okay. Here we go.
All right.
Here we go. Watch this.
First of all, let me question you. How is that not true? First of all, let me say something. I'm in front of the camera and behind the camera because I own the camera. Okay. And so we don't just simply cover it. We also bring the folks on. So all what you're doing is you're spouting stuff that's actually incorrect. No. Correct. So when you say we don't discuss police reform, we really talk about it. This is not the first time we discussed it. So if you're going to say what we don't do, be factual.
Why don't you come out of this echelon that you live in and come into the community and do some building in the community instead of just
Stop, hold up. You just said do some building in the community.
Sure.
So let me ask you a question. Sure. Does everybody have land?
Did everybody have land?
So if somebody
Everybody got land, so what's that land?
1 second.
The land to get on camera and tell us what we got to do.
So when you say build a community, what do you think black media does?
I don't think about bleeding the Bills community.
Well, see,
I don't do that because it does a lot of traffic for the Democratic Party. Come on, that is doing nothing for.
What did he say to Roland? What did North Carolina tell Roland Martin? What did the streets tell Roland Martin? The streets just told Roland Martin, you be caping for the Democratic Party. Woo-wee! Somebody say the South is rising. God, today, I feel the power power on me. The brother said, "Now, bro, you be caping for the Democratic Party." Vicki, calm down. I don't supposed to be screaming. Lord have mercy. Y'all, we just done hit a new record. We done hit a new record. Y'all play too much. Y'all better keep hitting that thumbs up button. Share, share, share. This is Prime Time, the Vicki Show, live right here on FlyNubiaQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people just like you. Keep listening. Hold on. Family, listen closely because the brother, this is live footage. So they outside, there's a lot of noise, and the brothers and them and Roland have on masks. So listen closely, family, because there's some good stuff right here. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Let me go back to it. Here we go.
Because I own the camera. Okay. And so we don't just simply cover it, we also bring the folks on. So what you're doing is you're spouting stuff that's actually incorrect. Correct. And when you say we don't discuss police reform, we really talk about it. This is not the first time we discussed it. So if you're going to say what we don't do, be factual.
Why don't you come out of this echelon that you live in and come into the community and do some building in the community instead of just
stop, hold on. You said do some building in the community. Sure. So let me ask you a question. Sure. Does everybody have land?
Does everybody have land?
So if somebody
everybody got land, so what's your land?
1 second.
Your land to get on camera and tell us what we got to do.
So when you say build a community, what do you think?
Did y'all hear what that brother said? That brother said, so you gonna get on camera and just tell us what to do? Something to that effect. See, they feel like you talking down to them, Roland. I'm gonna explain to y'all in a minute the reason why we think that Roland talks down to us, because he actually does. Keep listening.
Media does.
I don't think about bleeding bills community.
Well, see,
I don't do that because it does a lot of capping for the Democratic Party. Come on, that is doing nothing for our people. And I ain't saying that no party. I'm saying both parties belong to the establishment. And both parties are nothing but a form of imperialism. Is that not true?
So when we're not talking about politics, what are we talking about?
What are you talking about? I don't watch that much.
No, hold on. God, today. He said, "What are you talking about?" Because I don't even watch you that much. Woo! He broke that down, didn't he? So Roland is stuttering like he usually does, and mad, not because he's stuttering because he don't know what to say. This brother says that both parties, and then don't do nothing for black people. The people are waking up. Somebody say the Deep South rising. Somebody say the South is rising. I know we get frustrated with each other because we got our bones and biscuits and we scared that not enough of us are getting on code. But family, there is enough of us where this consciousness and this reality is starting to take over. Somebody talk black to me while we keep hitting new records on the Vicki Show. I'm so happy that y'all tuned in. Thumbs up, share, and some share. God, today, watch this.
I don't watch. Well, then you admit.
I'm not telling anybody. I don't suggest anybody go out and do anything like that.
Look, the attorney said that. The question I asked was very. So we don't just simply cover it. We also bring the folks on. So what you're doing is you're spouting stuff that's actually incorrect. No. Correct. When you say we don't discuss police reform, we really talk about it. This is not the first time we discussed it. So if you're going to say what we don't do, be factual.
Why don't you come out of this echelon that you live in and come into the community and do some building in the community instead of just
stop, hold on. You said do some building in the community.
Sure.
So let me ask you a question. Sure. Does everybody have land?
Does everybody have land?
So if somebody
everybody got land, so what's your land?
1 second.
Your land to get on camera and tell us what we got to do.
So when you say build a community, what do you think black media does?
I don't think about bleeding bills community.
Well, see,
I don't do that because it does a lot of capping for the Democratic Party. Come on, that is doing nothing for our people. And I ain't saying that no party. I'm saying both parties belong to the establishment. And both parties are nothing but a form of imperialism. Is that not true?
So when we're not talking about politics, what are we talking about?
What are you talking about? I don't watch that much.
No, hold on. So right there. So when you say I don't watch, well then you admit you don't know.
No, I follow, but I don't follow you as much because the things that you put out and the things that you project are not what
Wow, dude just told Roland, I don't follow you as much because of the things that you put out. Somebody say the South is rising. See, Roland, you can't block this one. See, Roland blocked me a long time ago. Roland, you can't block this brother right here. You can't mute this one right here, Roland. You can't go to commercial, Roland, on this one right here, Roland. Roland, you can't go to commercial on that one right there, Roland. This on the ground. How many times have I told you guys that this is a new day? How many times have I told you, Black family, don't you ever let anybody make you think that you're not powerful and that our collective unity doesn't make a difference? How many times have I told you that in this season, power is coming from the ground up? It's us that's knocking y'all off your throne to telling you that you ain't doing the business of Black people. Baby, we gonna delegitimize you. We're gonna defrock you. Look it up. It's a real word. He exposed him and told him what? He said both parties are illegitimate. And he said, you be caping for the Democratic Party. He said, I don't even watch you as much. Didn't we tell y'all that this the dead media? The only people that's watching Roland and Reverend Al and Lomina Joy Reid are the same people of their ilk, the same individuals. It ain't even what you think. The young people and the people on the streets ain't studying y'all. When you do get some views, it's because they're watching you in disgust. Even sometimes I give you views because I have to do research. Talk Black to me. I gotta always have my pulse on what y'all doing over there. So even I every now and then have to give you some views, Roland. But it's not because you're powerful. We're defrocking you. Talk Black family. Thumbs up, share, 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 share. Welcome to the Vicki Show. Listen, let's get back to the video. The brother can speak for himself.
They're not. People talking about being peaceful and things like that. Now, I'm not telling anybody. I don't suggest anybody go out here and do anything like that. Look, the attorney said correct. So no. Correct.
When you say we got this reform, he's really talking about it. This is not the first time we discussed it. So if you're going to say what we don't do, be factual.
Why don't you come out of this echelon that you live in and come into the community and do some building in the community instead of just
stop. Hold up. You said do some building in the community. Sure. So let me ask you a question. Sure. Does everybody have land?
Does everybody have land?
So if somebody
everybody got land, so what's your land?
1 second.
Your land to get on camera and tell us what we got to do.
So when you say build a community, what do you think Black media does?
I don't think about bleeding bills community.
Well,
I don't do that because it does a lot of tapping for the Democratic Party. That is doing nothing for our people. And I ain't saying that no party. I'm saying both parties belong to the establishment. And both parties are nothing but a form of imperialism. Is that not true?
So when we're not talking about politics.
Notice the brother asked Roland. He said both parties are calling for imperialism. He said, is that not true? Roland didn't say yes to that. You know why? Because Roland pledged allegiance to the Democratic Party. Roland ain't Black first. Y'all talk Black to me. Somebody say shout out to North Carolina. Somebody say shout out to the South. They're awakening. And I know this scares this demonic system and nation because your Black control puppets, we ain't even listening to no more. That's the reason why they try to censor us, family. That's the reason why they try to dog us and block us. But we're in our winning season. And ultimately, it may look like that they've won the war when they've only won one battle, but we're going to win the war. How many of y'all know the war is made up of many battles? And we just going to outlast you because we're in our winning season. And our unified collective wisdom and unity is going to knock down these fakes and phony and bones and biscuits. Like it or lump it. It's a new day, baby. Somebody just put in the chat a minute ago, I've been hearing Black media folks say this. I'm agreeing with this hashtag. Pull up summer. They ain't just pulling up to the white supremacist house. They're pulling up to the white supremacist Black people's house. Somebody said on my Instagram page, Vicki, don't we have bigger fish to fry? Are you out of your mind? I always call out specific white people and specific systems of white supremacy. But I also call out the Black-looking people that are doing the bidding of white supremacy. So if you've got Black people that's doing the bidding of white supremacy, what are you talking about? We got other fish to fry. This is the fish, fool. And it's not just the fish. It's about to be the fish fry. Somebody say, pull up summer. Everybody playing with y'all?
What are you talking about? I don't watch that much.
No, hold on. So right there. So when you say I don't watch, well then you admit you don't know.
No, I follow, but I don't follow you as much because the things that you put out and the things that you project are not.
This is huge. I gotta keep stopping there because I don't want y'all to miss it. This is huge. I keep replaying it because I want you to hear what the brother said. I don't watch. Then Roland started to say, well, how can you say that you know about this when you say you don't watch? The brother said, no, I don't follow like I used to because of the stuff you put out. The streets are telling you what they doing. Well, all them people that's running their mouth talking about that they represent the street, they speaking for the street. Baby, the streets are speaking for themselves. And they sounding like what we talking about, baby. They sounding about like us, baby. The streets speaking for themselves, actually. God, today.
They're not. I'm telling you why I don't watch because the things that you project are not the things that we need to hear in our community. You just had a press.
Whoa! Oh my God. Y'all tell me to calm down. I done fell out my seat. He said the things, he said it again. He said the things you put out are not things that we need to hear in our community. The streets are speaking for themselves, the streets. He said the stuff you put out ain't even what we need to hear, fool. Oh my God. Y'all make fun of Vicki, who had a medical disability, who can't leave the house much before COVID, who uses her laptop to reach the people, who uses her resources to reach the people. Y'all make fun of me. But the streets are telling you, the streets are speaking for themselves. The streets are saying, no, baby, what you putting out ain't what we need to hear. God, today. The reason Roland seems like he's put off is because that's some black masculinity that's talking too. That's some intelligent black masculinity that's speaking for itself. That's another reason Roland uncomfortable. I see y'all keep saying the streets is watching you, Vicki. Shout out to the streets. I ain't got nothing but respect for my people. Talk black to me. It's an honor. And that's why my hair's wild right now. I'm your sister with the curly braids. It's why I tell you I bow to you. You are the special people. You're the ones that's going to rule. You're the one that has the necessary potential to bring in a new reality that's going to help black society as a whole, not collectively, and not individually, but collectively.
When people talking about being peaceful and things like that. Now, I'm not telling anybody. I don't suggest anybody go out here. Sorry, I didn't have no problem ticket. And so, first of all,
since we here.
So what I need you to
Hold on.
And I ain't saying that no party. I'm saying both parties belong to the establishment, and both parties are nothing but a form of imperialism. Is that not true?
So when we're not talking about politics, what are we talking about?
What are you talking about? I don't watch that much.
No, hold on. So right there. So when you say I don't watch, well then you admit you don't know.
No, I follow, but I don't follow you as much because the things that you put out and the things that you project are not what I'm telling you. They're not. I tell you why I don't watch because I don't watch because the things that you project are not the things that we need to hear in our community. You just had a press conference with people talking about being peaceful and things like that. Now, I'm not telling anybody. I don't suggest anybody go out here and do anything like that.
The attorney said that. The question I asked was very specific to this.
The brother said, y'all sit out here talking about being peaceful. And the brother clarified and said, I'm not saying nobody, to go out here and do nothing crazy. Roland said, no. The attorney said that. The attorney said that. Somebody said, this pull up summer, baby. And the brother made it clear. The brother said he ain't talking about being reckless, but he ain't talking about that kumbaya stuff being peaceful while they murdering us down, while the lawless one is breaking the law, and y'all sitting up here talking about just take it. Clarity, for Vicki's sake, a disclaimer for my show, I'm not telling you guys to violate the law or to be reckless either. I see y'all up in here heavy today. This is a weekday show. I'm so honored by your presence. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I don't need to add too much to this conversation because our brother is speaking for himself. The streets are speaking for himself. The work that black media has been doing, I'm not talking about just myself, even though I believe it's only truly a handful of people that's been speaking the uncompromising truth. They've been helping to put the consciousness out there, and the people are resonating with it. And notice these people weren't just sitting home. Y'all see how everybody else keeps saying, y'all ain't in the streets. How come y'all ain't outside? Well, the people outside, I don't see y'all there. They confronting those of you who claim you're doing the real work. They said tripping on y'all. Somebody say pull up summer. Somebody say pull up summer. It's pull up summer. It's pull up summer. Why Roland blocking me? Why my sister Tamika Mallory blocking me? Why Mark Hill one time blocked me? Why MSNBC people blocked me? Why Kareem Jean-Pierre, Kamala Harris's former chief of staff on the campaign, blocked me? Why the 1619 lady who made that little 16, why she blocked me? Why Meghan McCain blocked me? And too many other people that I can't even think of. What's that girl named Lovey? I don't even fool with Lovey. Again, white people's black people. Lovey, a lady I don't even fool with. I guess she got mad because I did that show sometime back, calling out that lady. What's the woman name who played Harriet Tubman and did such a terrible job? What's that lady name, y'all, who played Harriet Tubman? I don't forgot the lady name. I done did shows on it. Whoever that lady is that played Harriet Tubman that did a horrible job. Remember, she's from Europe, but the lady who played Harriet Tubman, remember, she disrespected us. She said a whole bunch of anti-black stuff. And that's who white people chose to play one of our icons. What? Somebody put her name in the chat. I don't see her name. Erivo, thank you. Cynthia Erivo. Cynthia Erivo and Lovey are good friends. So Lovey blocked me. I don't even know the Lovey girl like that. I don't even fool with you, Lovey. Now, Lovey man got mad because she knew when I was showing receipts of Cynthia Erivo's tweets of dogging black people, her homegirl, Lovey, said some anti-black stuff. So maybe that's why she mad at me. All these different people, and it's more, I can't think of all the people. These are white people's black people. They block me. Funny looking stuff. You can block us if you want. I'm honored. I'm riding with these people right here. This is my tribe. Woo! This is where the real power is. Keep listening.
What did you say? That's not what I asked. What did you ask? Were you listening? I mean, there was a lot going on, so I couldn't hear that well. I was in the back. I couldn't get to you, brother. I'm sorry. I didn't have no problem with ticket. And so, first of all, so what I need you to understand is, I specifically asked the district attorney. I specifically asked, how would we not work to live 6 days? No medical examiner report.
Shout out to the brother that captured it. I sure wish that brother didn't move because I wanted to hear how it ended. Now, Roland's cameras was there. I don't know. I could be wrong. Y'all help me. Did Roland do a show exposing the fact that he got fronted on and some of the protesters out of North Carolina almost ran him up out of North Carolina, seemingly? It was clear they didn't want him there. They made it clear that's why they don't even fool with him or watch him, because they said you putting out stuff in the community that we don't even need to hear. Somebody say it's a new day. And somebody say the South gonna surprise y'all. See, the South is known for really caping for white people, right? The South is known for being kind and sweet. But what if there's a revolution? God, I feel this thing. Oh my God. What if there's a handful? Y'all better thumbs up, thumbs up. We in here heavy today for y'all to be playing and not giving us a bunch of thumbs up. Share, share, share. Watch this. What if we reached a new day where the very South, the people that have been considered to be the most amenable to white supremacy, what if enough of them, God, today, getting ready to take a revolutionary lead? Somebody say, what if? Somebody say, what if? Somebody say, what if the South is about to rise up and help lead this thing? I bowed to my brother and the other brothers. There were some other brothers in the beginning that I didn't play for you that was talking real strong. They weren't talking about that kumbaya mess. Somebody say, what if? Don't you lose that fiery, masculine, righteous warrior spirit. I want to encourage every single one of you that's rising up. Don't be stupid. Don't be reckless. Be wise. Be strategic. Don't run your mouth on social media telling folks your plans. Don't be texting it. And don't talk about it too much over the phone. Check out your sources. Connect with the right people. I want you to follow the rules and regulations as much as possible. And then the revolution that can't be televised won't be televised. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Still talking righteous, but it's a new day. The people are waking up. And the power is coming from some most unexpected places. See, these ain't Jim Clyburn's people. Woo! See, Jim Clyburn down there in the South too. Jim Clyburn is the South Carolina. You next door to these people. See, they don't have the Jim Clyburn slave Joe Biden spirit. Jim Clyburn, you better watch out, boo. People like you that's been ruling over us and on behalf of white people. See, Jim Clyburn, you came out the other day and said the same thing practically. It was a slight variation, but you all but said the similar thing that Kamala said and Uncle Tim said. Not the real Uncle Tom, because we know that the real Uncle Tom was really a revolutionary guy. About how America ain't racist. These ain't no Jim Clyburn people, baby, right here. I want y'all to keep being wise. I want y'all to keep being strategic. I'm talking to the streets. I want y'all to keep educating yourself, keep building. Be wise, but keep mashing the gas. Y'all doing that thing. I am so proud of y'all. I am so proud of y'all. And shout out to Black Media. One of my Black supporters gave me the information. They backed it up with this link. And shout out to the brother that captured this. Roland Martin ain't gonna tell you he got fronted. The streets are speaking for themselves and they're telling the old dead Black media, we ain't listening to you because you are not representing our interests. The brother said, you are focusing on the Democratic Party. He says, I don't even follow you as much. He said, I follow you sometimes. He said, but I don't follow you as much. He said, because of the stuff you are putting out there. Somebody talk Black to me. Thumbs up, share, family. Some of you all may not be familiar with this history. Roland has done so much offensive things. I don't want you guys to think, oh, these are just people that's picking on people. No. Let me give you just a couple of receipts here. While I do that, I want you to keep sharing, liking, thumbs up. It's a privilege and an honor to have you here. Don't forget that the Vicki Show is live weekdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on FlyNewBeingQueenTV.com. We're here for you, beloved family. I'm not the Vicki Show. I'm your sister with the curly braids. Y'all see I done screamed and hollered and done messed up my hairdo, y'all. But this the sister, your sister with the curly braids. I get to be real with y'all. Watch this. So one of y'all messaged me today. And said, Vicki, this was earlier. Somebody said, did you see where Roland Martin posted this? He must have did this yesterday. Again, y'all know I don't fool with Roland like that. So y'all sent me this, right? This is a post that Roland put up on Instagram. Somebody messaged me this. This is a white lady named Jane Elliott that has made money. Y'all Black people who invited her to their colleges and universities, Black people that invited them on, including Oprah Winfrey and Roland Martin and others, have invited this white lady on to talk about white racism. Y'all paid her to talk about white racism. Y'all lionize this white woman. Roland put this up, y'all, yesterday. Guess what Roland said? The description that Roland said is, y'all want to know what Jane Elliott has to say about Senator Tim Scott's comments? Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered at 6 p.m. Eastern. She'll be in the house. See, Roland, this is what's wrong with you. See, you and the Black Bones and Biscuits who are excited to be around white people, you guys think that at the height of anti-Black open murders and lynchings, that we want to hear from white Jane Elliott? We want to hear from a Karen? See, your instincts just always off. This was yesterday. Y'all sent me this. Y'all know I don't be fooling with this stuff. Somebody sent me this. Roland just said this. Y'all want to know what Jane Elliott has to say about Senator Tim Scott's comments? He wants us to listen to what a white woman has to say. What y'all may have forgotten is that Roland, Uncle Roro, watch this. Y'all know I just do receipts. Some of y'all may have forgotten this. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, share, share, share. Some of y'all don't know that Jane Elliott was on stage with Roland at an event. Watch this. Watch this. This white woman that black people mostly pay to come talk about racism. Here we go. It's about to come up. I'm cueing it. Thumbs up, share, share, share. This white woman was at an event with Roland a couple years ago. And this was during a time here where the description says how talking about Kanye West and Donald Trump met at the White House and talking about outrageous voter suppression efforts in Georgia and all that kind of stuff, right? Watch this.
Man, they had me and Jane back there waiting all day.
Now I'm gonna show you a picture because I'm not gonna show you the video because Roland's funny looking self is in it and I don't want no problems.
I said, Lord.
When you're a male, you see, time really is slow. I thought it was just a few minutes, but he says all day. Oh, his minutes are so important.
Yeah, right. Jane, but they're going.
Why are black people laughing at that unfunny Karen? Y'all so silly. She trying so hard to be down. This is a black event, and y'all paying these folks big, fat, juicy honorariums to level up. I'm going to tell you why this white woman is a problem. Keep listening.
What we going out?
That's right, yeah. Let's get this show on the road. I've been here long enough now.
God, if you don't get your... Karen don't get to come to the barbecue and complain about the barbecue and the baked beans and the 7-Up and the red cups and the styrofoam plates. White woman, you don't get to come to our events and sit back there with your funny looking self with a white sweatshirt on looking like knowing you need a full-fledged makeover. Talking about you been back there waiting long enough. It's a privilege and an honor to be in our presence. Now, some of y'all don't know how I do it. This Jane Elliott, before she could even email me, before she could even email my assistant, she need to be fully dressed in prom clothes, practically. She needed to make sure that she's shaved, slathered in lotion. She needed to make sure her car was detailed before you even email, honey, my assistant. Funny looking self. Coming to the barbecue. And you complaining. Somebody say, why you yelling? Because it's my show. It's the Vicki show. The people that I roll with are powerful because of the screaming slowness. Now, if you need somebody that talk low, you can go watch any one of your white people's black people on any corporate media outlet. Get up off of here quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Good morning.
By the way,
Give me just a minute because I want y'all to listen to what Roland gonna tell this white woman a couple of years ago.
Told you we were ready.
As you can see, I have my work cut out for me. This is either going to be the easiest job or the hardest job this morning.
Baby, you're going to have an easy job. Don't worry about it.
So you heard the introductions about our guests this morning, and I want to put a finer point on the work that they're doing, specifically with Miss Elliott. We heard about the blue-eyed, brown-eyed experiment that she's done. I want to say,
exercise.
her workshop exercise for her work.
I would throw that lady off my show. You don't correct me, girl. Exercise. Y'all so used to white people telling you what to do. Y'all sit there and laugh and think it's cute. You think you bonding with white people when they sitting there disrespecting you. That ain't even why I'm letting you listen to it. Listen, give me a minute. Let's get into it.
She's received death threats. She's been hit. She's been threatened with a knife. She has been shunned by her various communities.
And her family.
And her family.
Damn, you black. You black.
That's that unidentified Roland object telling this white lady you black. Roland told this white lady who claims that she has gone through all this persecution because she talks about racism. He set his funny looking self up there and told her you black.
I might as well be.
Welcome to the family.
Isn't everybody black? The first modern human being that evolved on this earth was a black woman. And we're all descendants of that black woman. Now, if you don't learn anything else in here today, and if you don't remember anything else, you remember this. There's only one race.
Girl, shut up. You ain't here to run nothing, teach nothing. Sit your funny looking self down. That same Jane Elliott family, y'all know where I'm going with this, don't you? Y'all know where I'm going with this, don't you? That same Jane Elliott made an appearance recently.
It depends on.
A few months ago, I did a show on this. Shout out to my brothers, Black Brothers, Socks and Sandals podcast. Socks spelled S-O-X, Socks and Sandals podcast. How many of y'all remember me doing the show on this? Shout out to my brothers on Socks and Sandals. They did an interview with this white woman a few months ago, right? They asked Jane the question. That's the litmus test. If it ain't Farrakhan, the question of reparations. Some of y'all remember, right? This same white lady that all you black folks say is black and y'all want to hear from so bad. All you black folks that love Bernie. He responded the same way. Watch this. Watch this.
Who's driving that car? Who's the captain?
Go to a Navajo reservation and see if you think you'd like to live.
Hold on, watch this.
No, I've been to a reservation.
If we would teach people that in the Bible it says that Jesus had woolly hair and feet of bronze to do with it. If you have intelligent, if you have civilized and educated human beings, if you have people who know the truth instead of the lie, if you stop allowing your morals to be dictated by the picture of a white man hanging on a cross, that might be a step in the right direction. If we would teach people that in the Bible it says that Jesus had woolly hair and feet of bronze, we might think about that occasionally. This miseducation starts pre-birth and it continues until after you're dead. We need to make pale-faced people aware of the damage that is being done to them by their own ignorance. And I'd really love to say that we can solve this problem by talking about the past, or that we can solve this problem by making payments to black people. But if you're going to do it that way, then first you have to pay off the Native Americans, whose land we took.
You hear this funny looking white lady? The brother's asking her about reparations, and she said that before we're going to deal with giving y'all reparations, we need to talk about the Native Americans whose lands we took. Didn't I break down to you all that the original natives were black-skinned natives? Didn't I break that down to you? So the original natives, it doesn't matter if you're talking about whose land we stole or whose people we stole. It's black folks. But listen to how this white lady pivots. This white lady that y'all hail and lionize and worship. Watch this.
Homes we took and whose people we killed in the millions.
No, they got paid. They got paid.
We'll have
they have land.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
They have land. They have reservations, and they also have economic.
Oh, yeah. And would you like to talk to me about reservations and what a wonderful payment that is? Would you like to be on a reservation? Would you be willing to? Would all the black people in this country be willing to take a reservation?
That's what the Nation of Islam was asking for.
Well, was that a smart thing to do? I don't think it was.
It depends on who's driving that car, who's the captain.
Go to a Navajo reservation and see if you think you'd like to live that way.
No, I've been to a reservation. I've been to a reservation in Montana.
Did you think it was a really comfortable place to be?
Say it again.
Do you think it was a really comfortable place to be?
The way that they were living, no, I wouldn't live like that.
Oh, but the whole planet is
but the whole planet is a prison for Black people. So like it can't get any worse for Black people. So you can't, I'm not gonna look at somebody else and say, oh shoot, like I don't want my own land. I don't want a shot at that. I would never say that. A Black person is not gonna say, I don't want to have a chance to create my own civilization and my own society. Everybody wants that chance and everybody deserves that chance. And Black people deserve reparations in the form of land, in the form of cash payments, and in the form of some type of tax consideration.
Talk Black,
so,
bro.
Yeah, it may not have worked out for the natives, but this is 2020.
Come on.
And this is a totally different group of people. And everybody is not the same.
Come on.
Everybody's leaders are not the same.
Come on.
And so I'm not gonna judge, but I'm not gonna project onto Black people in America, well, this is what happened to the natives. You don't want that. And I'm damn sure not gonna say, well, we need to pay the natives. Natives already got paid. They already made their deals. They already signed treaties.
Thank you.
They've already done what they did. And if they squandered their opportunity, that's on that group.
That's right.
Now it's time for this group to get its opportunity and to get its reparations.
Yes.
But you are saying exactly what I have heard white politicians say. We got ours, now you get yours. We worked hard to get what we have. We suffered to come over here. We were willing to kill people in order to have this land. We got ours the hard way. You get yours the hard way.
Do you see what this disgusting piece of trash, this vermin, this inbred just said? This white woman who y'all pay big bucks to teach at your universities and to come on your TV shows. She showed her lily white tail when you asked about reparations. See, when you demand that these so-called anti-racist black white folks, when you tell them that there needs to be some reparations made, there needs to be, we need to be made whole, repaired, they turn into an enemy. She just sat there and likened our claim for reparations, she said, to white men who came and stole, killed, murdered, sodomized, raped, and said that because they worked hard to war and rape, that they deserve the best. Look at what that white woman did. This is who Roland Martin said yesterday. Do y'all want to hear what she got to say? That's who Roland Martin said a couple of years ago. It's a black woman. She's black and she's part of the family. This is another reason we can't run with you, Roland. Back in the day, some of us would have been confused by bringing them into the family, but because you still talking about this in modern times makes you a nut. The street saying we ain't feeling you, but that ain't the only thing Roland is guilty of. In addition to Roland doing the wobble with Hillary Clinton, no exaggeration, family. I got that clip ready too, but I don't want you to see that right now. I'd rather read you guys and expose Roland one more time. I've been doing this for a long time. My followers know this. I want to read you parts from this Politico article. When this black woman down in Brazil, that lady right there, she used to run Al Gore's presidential campaign, and she was one of the co-chairwomen or something for the DNC. She's a high-level Democrat operative, an official, right? She was also on CNN, right? A few years ago, as this article from Politico says, some of y'all don't know that Roland did this, so I always have to remind you that Roland was doing all this stuff for white people behind your backs. Watch this. Thumbs up, family. Share, share, share. This email, again, y'all see this headline from Politico? It says, new email shows Brazil may have had exact wording of proposed town hall question before CNN. I'm going to break down what this means. But down in Brazil, this high-level Democratic operative was involved in giving the Clinton campaign a few years ago one of the questions early so that their team could be prepared, right? This is a black woman, once again, doing stuff for white people to benefit them. It says a new email obtained by Politico is shedding more light on the mystery of whether and how interim DNC chair Donald Brazil might have obtained the text of a proposed question from a town hall between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders in advance and possibly shared it with the Clinton campaign. And now CNN, which co-hosted the town hall, y'all listen. It says, and now CNN, which co-hosted the town hall with cable network TV1. How many of y'all know that Roland Martin was with TV1? Watch this. It says that now, it says CNN is pointing the finger at its media partner for what appears to be a breach of the traditional secrecy surrounding the questions for such events. This is what they say. I read to you all before another article from The Hill. This is Politico. Watch. The email obtained. I'm going to turn it this way so you can see. The email obtained by Politico was written by Town Hall co-moderator Roland Martin on the day of the town hall to CNN producers. Y'all see that text there? Roland, it says, the co-moderator on the day of the town hall to CNN producers. But it shows him, Roland, using word for word the language of a question that Brazil appeared to have sent to the Clinton campaign a day earlier. This your Uncle Roro. That email from Brazil, give me a minute because this is going to tell you what Roland's response was. And you tell me whether or not you see Roland's response as a legitimate denial. Watch this. As a believable denial. You be the judge. Listen. I don't need to add to nothing. It says that email from Brazil to the campaign was included in yesterday's release of hacked emails by WikiLeaks of Clinton campaign chair John Podesta. So never forget, but when those leaked WikiLeaks documents came out, some of you all didn't know that it was going to expose the behind the scenes of what some of your black bones and biscuits were doing. This is what I mean when I'm telling you that black folks who are fussing at you and cussing you out about your political beliefs are actually working behind the scenes for white people. And in this case, specifically the Democratic Party, the Clinton campaign. Talk black to me. Listen. It says, here's what the record shows. On March 12th, Brazil, then vice chair of the DNC and a CNN ABC contributor, allegedly wrote an email with the subject line, from time to time, I get the questions in advance. It continued. It gave us the details of the text of what she said. Again, you can pull this article up from 2016 from Politico. Fact check me, baby. Watch this. Jennifer Palmieri, director of communications for the Clinton campaign, wrote back within 3 hours, seemingly not as worried about the email that Donna Brazil sent related to the death penalty and some other information, right? So it's given the back and forth between them, right? Watch what it says next. It says she then instructs a copied employee to share the campaign's standard answer to the question to Brazil. The next day, Roland Martin, a host on the TV1 cable network, who was co-hosting the town hall with CNN's Jake Tapper, sent an email. Who they talking about? Roland. They said Roland Martin the next day, a host of the TV1 cable network, who was co-hosting the town hall with CNN's Jake Tapper, sent an email to CNN producers with 3 questions, the third of which dealt with the death penalty. Watch this. It gives exactly what the wording is, y'all. And notice what the article says, because I don't have time to read exactly what he wrote, but this is what the article says next. Can you read this part? Look what it says. Let me read it to you. The wording, spacing, capitalization are identical. At the town hall, later on the same day, Martin sent the question to CNN producers. Martin introduced an audience member who asked Clinton about the death penalty with similar language. It goes on to say what that was. It says, Martin, that's your Uncle Roro. Again, Roland did all this for Lily White Hillary Clinton, allegedly. I'm going to tell you what Roland's response is in this. Watch this. And you tell me whether you think it's a believable denial. Watch this. Martin initially said in an interview on Tuesday that he did not, quote, share my questions with anybody. Literally. My executive producer wasn't even aware of what I was going to ask. That's what Roland, according to this article, they quote him as saying. What did Roland say again? Quote. Roland says, quote, Roland said in an interview on Tuesday that he did not, quote, share my questions with anybody, literally. My executive producer wasn't even aware of what I was going to ask. Watch this. In a follow-up interview on Tuesday, Martin said that he did send his questions to CNN via his producer and his TV1 team. In a follow-up email on Wednesday, upon being informed of the email Politico had obtained, Martin said he did not believe he had consulted with Brazil ahead of the town hall. Quote, as far as consultation, listen to what he says, I don't believe I did. See, this is what your Uncle Ro-Ros and your Bones and Biscuits are doing behind the scenes while they claiming that they pro-black media. This is why the brothers on the streets were saying, you closer, you for the Democratic Party. See, this is a little sneaky stuff that they do behind the scenes. Watch this. Roland said, now this is after he denied a bunch of stuff in the beginning. Watch how the way he responds seems different. Watch. Quote, this is from Roland, quote, as far as consultation, I don't believe I did. I know I asked all of my social media followers for their input on what they wanted me to ask. I did the same for the Hillary Clinton town hall we did in South Carolina in 2014. And I know that I called Representative Clyburn to lock down language on his 10, 20, 30 amendment. This is an issue I've pushed for several years. I also know I've called other members of Congress to ask them specific questions about their various bills and their status. All of that informed my questions. That's called research, Martin wrote. But he did not explain how Brazil could have had the same exact language of a proposed question a day before he submitted them to CNN producers. CNN, in turn, is pointing the finger at TV1. That's Roland's people at the time. Quote, quote, as we have said since news of this broke, CNN did not share any questions with Donald Brazil or anyone else for that matter prior to the town hall, a CNN spokesperson said in an email to Politico. Given that our broadcast partners for the town hall at TV1 sent this question to us the day after it appeared in Donna's email, we have every reason to believe it came from them. In a statement on Tuesday, Brazil, whose contracts with CNN and ABC were suspended when she became interim DNC chair in July, denied receiving questions in advance or sharing them with the campaign. Donald Brazil initially lied and blamed it on the Russians for hacking. Donald Brazil came back, cleaned up the record, and admitted that she lied, and she said that was the greatest mistake. You all heard what Roland initially said. Now, you all know me well. You all know that when the white media says something, I have a tendency to believe that they're lying. But because Roland capes for white people, I said because Roland capes for white people, and because Roland did not give, in my opinion, what is a believable or full-throated denial because his story changed. We ain't got no love for you, bruh. When you doing the bidding of white people, you ain't pushing reparations. You're not pushing pro-black issues. But instead, and this is my last clip on Roland. This is my last clip. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Y'all ready for this? This is my finale. Don't go nowhere. Can y'all give me a couple more minutes? We almost finished. This is my finale. This is my finale on Roland real quick. These are things I've shared with you guys before in the past. Let me share this with you. In Roland's own words. In Roland's own words, let me cue it. While I'm queuing it, family, don't forget, every Black woman, you need to be signed up for this Saturday, May 8th. Mark your calendars. May 8th, this Saturday. You only got a few days, ladies. I need you and every woman and every young lady in your life to sign up for the Secret Money in Your Womb Part 3. I'm going to be talking about money talks. Women are different from men. We manifest differently from men. And I want you to tap into some of these secrets by joining my 2-hour special, my 2-hour intensive mastermind this Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm doing it on the Saturday. The Secret Money in Your Womb, Money Talks. It's going to be so good. Backed by popular demand. It was such an explosive success. We're doing it again for the 3rd time, but we're going to have emphasis on Money Talks. You're going to receive divine insight that's going to have a direct effect on your life. I don't need to speak for myself. So many testimonies came from the first 2. The testimonies speak for themselves. 2 ways you can join. If you want to get the direct link to just attend the 2-hour webinar for a reasonable rate, go to flynubiamastermind.com. flynubiamastermind.com. That's one way. If you join my weekly mastermind at clubvicky.com for $1, you get access free. Only $1 for the first 30 days to join my weekly mastermind. Try us out. I promise you, you won't regret it. And it's a very reasonable monthly rate for my mastermind, my weekly mastermind. Anyway, you can join today, that one, at clubvicky.com, club, V-I-C-K-I, clubvicki.com. Join today for $1, and you can automatically get access to this Saturday's 2-hour, The Secret Money in Your Womb, Part 3, Money Talks. Don't miss it. Run today to join. Watch this. A year ago, I did a show on this. More than a year ago. I've done plenty of shows on Roland. Look at the name of this. And I know some of y'all going to be mad because I won't show the video, but I'm being extra careful, beloved, because people be out in their emotions and feelings. Look at the title of Roland's show he did, disrespecting Black people who politically differ than him. See, this is how he talks to the streets. Roland's civic lesson for Simple Simon mother effers who don't vote, who bitch about issues, that's his language, not mine, and want reparations. Y'all, I can't make this up. The title of Roland's show, for those of you that don't understand, for a long time, why did Vicki start going after Roland years ago? Because he was doing shows like this. That's the title of his show, family. Look closely. I'm not exaggerating. Y'all know I don't use language like Roland uses. Y'all know I have fun calling out these bones and biscuits, but I ain't ratchet. They're the ones that's ratchet. Look at the title. That's Roland's title of his show. The title of Roland Martin's show, this is how he disrespects the streets. This is why you're not respected, Roland. Roland's civics lesson for Simple Simon mother effers. If you got children, beware. That's Roland's nasty language. That's why he loves Cardi B. And she loves him. Simple Simon mother effers who don't vote, bitch about issues, that's literally this title, and want reparations. He disrespects and cusses us out, those of us who are demanding getting something for your vote, those of us that demand reparations. Roland did a show titled Simple Simon Mother Effers. That's his title. Once again, if you have children, excuse me, we're almost done. Beware. Listen to what Roland says. Again, this is under Copyright Act. I'm not going to show you the video because I'm being extra careful. I'm only going to let you listen to a little bit of the clip, the audio, very little.
Greg, and let's speak to this. When you talk about that whole states' rights piece, that very issue goes specifically to slavery. What that was about was, we are not going to let the federal folks tell us what to do. Right. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, let's go forward. All right. Dred Scott decision, that was Supreme Court. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You go forward to the Civil Rights Act of 1875, Supreme Court, 8-1 decision invalidates that.
That's right.
But then says, y'all who ain't read a damn thing, Supreme Court literally said Congress does not have the power to end segregation.
Right. That's right.
Because they said it was a state rights.
That's right.
Now we go through 92 years of Jim Crow. States can do whatever the hell they want to do when it comes to education, when it comes to busing, when it comes to everything. How does it get dismantled? Lawsuits, federal court, black folks go, no. If Trailways goes from Georgia into Florida, interstate commerce.
Right.
Then it changes.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Then conservatives.
He'll take
Well, first of all, the Russians are also white supremacists.
No,
and here's the piece here, Lauren. When you talk about fighting. Now, and I'm reading some of y'all comments. Y'all like, Roland trying to get us to vote Democrat. No, I'm trying to get you to vote common damn
When
sense.
did you say that? Please, Roland.
I'm trying to get you to vote issue. This is very simple. This is real simple for me. This is real simple. If I support civil rights and Professor Driscoll don't support civil rights, I don't give a damn what the letter is.
Yes.
I support civil rights.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask the question.
Yes.
Do you support civil rights?
Yes.
Right. If the person says no, I ain't voting for your ass. This ain't hard. Now, if there happen to be more Democrats who support civil rights and more Republicans who don't support civil rights, who the hell you think I'm going to vote for?
Bro,
the one who supports civil rights.
Let me make this point because you today with this immigration bill that just passed the Senate.
Hold on, watch
Who
this.
do we see that voted no against that bill?
Watch this.
Simple Simon motherfuckers. Because I'm tired of this.
Unfiltered.
I'm tired of y'all.
Sheeta Tlaib. Now, they are Democrats, but what they said...
Listen to what Roland calls us, family.
...is you can't just give money to Donald Trump. He's not going to spend it for the children. You got to take these D's and R's off. What is your interest?
And look, Democrats, Lauren, passed an election bill today.
Yes.
184 people voted against it. How many of those were Republican?
Yeah.
All of them?
Right.
Only one Republican.
Come on.
Out of Florida, whose district the Russians access voted for paper ballots.
Right.
Now again, I'm going to say this again for you simple Simon motherfuckers. Because I'm tired of this.
Unfiltered.
Did you hear what he called us, family? That's Roland's language. Did he call that to somebody who's violating the law, who's being disrespectful? No. What's the name of his show? The name of Roland's show is Roland Civics Lessons for Simple Simon Mother Effers Who Don't Vote, Bitch About Issues, and Want Reparations. This is when I started, because this is not the first time Roland cussed us out. I'm giving you one example of why people on the streets are saying that Roland is caping for the Democratic Party. Because Roland disrespects people who stands for reparations. Roland disrespects people who say don't vote if you are not going to get something for your vote. Roland calls us simple Simon mother effers. You heard it with your own ears. And behind the scenes, it appears that he's doing some backdoor dealing. It appears based on the information I got. You heard his response. Now you decide whether you believe his response is believable. This is enough for the unidentified Roland object. Roland got almost seemingly run out of town. He stood there. But the streets spoke for themselves, and they told him that both the Democrats and the Republicans are on the same side of colonialism or imperialism, and they told Roland they stopped listening to him. They stopped following him as much because he's pushing stuff from the Democratic Party. He's not saying things that the Black community needs to hear. And I gave you just a few examples of why that might be. I'm proud of the streets. I bow to you, Black family. Keep it up. Be wise. Be wise. But don't stop pushing. It's a new sheriff in town. There's a new consciousness, a new paradigm shift. Power is coming from the ground up. I'm so proud of my people down south and around America. And frankly, we've got a lot of allies around the world. I hear from them. And I want to say thank you to our Black allies globally. Family, don't miss tomorrow's show. Don't miss any show that we do, because you never know what gem you might receive. Even the shows that you don't think is exciting, tune in anyway, because we're a family and we're growing in power. And now is our time. I want to thank you so much for making your voices heard. I'm not the Vicki Show. We are the Vicki Show. This don't work without you. If you weren't here, I'd be sitting here talking to myself. Your sister with the curly braids. I'm here Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't forget, every one of you sisters, for Mother's Day, give the money as a gift and tell your mothers and every mother that you know to make sure that they tune in to our Saturday amazing, The Secret Money in Your Womb Part 3, Money Talks. Join at flynubianmastermind.com, or if you join my weekly mastermind at clubvicki.com for $1, you get access free. I'm telling you, our weekly mastermind is worth every dollar. It's only a very, very reasonable rate once a month. Plus, you get in the first 30 days practically free. That's clubvicki.com. Get in for $1 and you get automatic access this Saturday. Your life will never be the same. The ladies will tell you themselves. Beloved, don't forget, if you want to start a Black business and learn from Black people how to do it and invest in yourself, go to flynubianmastermind.com. That's flynubianbusiness.com if you want to start a business. Don't forget to make sure that you like and subscribe to Fly Nubian Queen. I'm not the only queen here, so if you hit receive all notifications, hopefully you'll be notified when the other queens go live. There's a sister that's coming on live after me, Miss Constance Carter, so I got to get ready to go. It is an honor and a privilege. Thank you for helping us reach new records. But I'm not only interested in high numbers. That's important because I want to get my message out there. What's important is the quality of people that we're building. I'm not perfect. That's the reason why they're mad that some of you are listening to me, because they know I'm raw, I'm real. And the white establishment didn't credentialize me. You are doing it, and I thank you. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. That's VICKIX Dillard. Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki. Follow me on my Facebook fan page at Vicki Dillard. Big shout out to the VHive. Big shout out to Fly Nubian Queen family. I can't wait to see every one of you sisters this Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Go to clubvicki.com and join for $1. Get in free. Or go to flynubianmastermind.com. I love you to pieces. What an amazing show. I can't wait to see you again.